Intermittent fasting. What is it? How does it work? Should you do it? I want to try and answer some of those questions and discuss how I'm using it and the results I got in the first 6 months. So without further ado, let's do this. Hi YouTube, my name's Gordon, or Fat Old Climber. There's no two ways about it, I'm fat. Some people don't like that word, but to me it's just a statement of fact. I'm overweight and the excess isn't muscle or bone, it's fat. I know I'm unhealthy because of my weight, but also I want to climb better and weight has a direct impact on my ability to climb. Those two things together mean I want to lose weight. Let me give you a bit of background. I've lost weight before, different methods focused on different things. The problem is most of them focused on in some way denying myself or reducing input. I've got very little willpower, although other people don't seem to think so. And as a result, all of these methods have eventually failed. Enter intermittent fasting. I've heard about it before, but rejected it. I'm not really sure why. Then last year, around September, October time, I just thought I'd give it a go. So what is it? Simply put, it's a process where you have periods where you're eating and periods where you're fasting. It's that simple. Obviously the fasting would be longer than your normal daily behaviour between meals or overnight. The two main types are 5-2, which is where you eat normally for 5 days and then for 2 days have a drastically reduced calorie intake, or the one where you fast daily for a period of time, like a minimum of 12 hours. This period can be longer, depending on how severe you want to make the process. By the way, if you're finding this interesting, then drop me a like, it really helps the channel. And consider subscribing if you want to keep up with my story on weight loss or hear more from me about climbing. And let me know in the comments what you've done about losing weight in the past, or what your experience of intermittent fasting is if you've tried it. So how does intermittent fasting work? Firstly, let's understand what fat is. Fat is basically energy stored for later. When we were designed, we couldn't just eat when we wanted to, what we wanted to. We had to take what we could and store any excess for when we couldn't find food. That's basically what fat is. When you don't eat, after a certain number of hours without food, your body exhausts its sugar stores and starts burning fat. That's very simplified, obviously. Intermittent fasting works by prolonging the time your body has used up the consumed calories and burning fat instead. Personally, I think it also works by reducing the calories you eat as you have less time to eat them. So, can you just not eat for a few days? Well, no, longer term fasting has been shown to have other problems, including your body deciding to keep hold of the energy stores, fat, because it knows you're in starvation mode. So what did I do? I really couldn't face the idea of doing the 5-2. I didn't want to have a couple of days a week where I just felt hungry all the time. So I opted for the other one. I normally have my dinner quite late. I decided fasting would start at 2200 or 10 o'clock at night. Then I'd just miss breakfast. That would give me about 14 hours till lunch. I decided I'd give that a try and almost immediately found it wasn't hard at all. I wasn't hungry by lunchtime even, so I decided I would go till 4 p.m. and see how that was. Again, I found it no problem, and even when I was feeling hungry, I followed the advice and drank more water. And what did I eat when I was eating? I wasn't careful at all. I tried to have something like a tuna salad or a smoothie to break my fast at 4ish. But then I'd regularly have pizza for dinner or roast chicken, often a whole one, to myself if I had been climbing. I didn't go mad and stuff my face in the eating phase, but I didn't limit it either. I'd eat something as near to 4 and then around 9. I tried not to snack, tried to cut out sweets, etc. So what were the results? I started the process at just over 23 stones. That's 323 pounds or just over 146 kilos. And I almost immediately got results. I lost nearly 20 pounds or 10 kilos in about the first month. Then it settled down to about 3 or 4 pounds a week. Christmas caused a glitch and I went to stay with some friends and overindulged for a while, but I got back on track and at 6 months finished at just over 19 stone or 267 pounds, 121 kilos. I'd lost a whopping 4 stone, that's 56 pounds, or over 25 kilos. I'm absolutely delighted with these results. The difference in how I feel is incredible, and it's made a real difference to my climbing. So what's next? Well, the last few weeks I've lost focus. There's been a lot going on with life. It's been a stressful time. So I'm getting back to it now and back to losing weight. Other than that, I really don't feel like I struggle to keep it up. So I'm going to keep it going. I'm heavy enough that I want to lose the same again. Obviously, the closer I get to a normal weight, the more careful I have to be about what I'm actually eating. Eventually, I'll start counting calories, I guess. So should you do it? The answer is it's up to you. It's certainly not for everyone. I know people who would lose their minds if they didn't get their breakfast or their lunch. I imagine if you're not overweight by much, your experience will be totally different from mine. I was very, very overweight. Still am. It worked for me and continues to work, so my plan is to see it through to the 1 year mark and see what's what. I'm looking forward to climbing at the lightest weight I've been in over a decade. If you've not already subscribe to see how I got on and how it affects my climbing. Well, thanks for watching, and again, tell me in the comments what your experience is. So until next time, see you later.